Hey guys, welcome back to the AZBros Roundtable. I'm Virus, and I'm joined by Lockjaw. And today's topic is Nintendo at E3 this year. Recently, Reggie was quoted as saying Nintendo's going to have a big E3. I guess going to show a lot of different games. You know, have a big showing this year, really. Because the last few years, kind of small. You know, like they did like a video. Remember the puppets and stuff they did, the Star Fox puppets or whatever.
Yeah.
And then like last year was all Breath of the Wild. So this year, Switch is out. I'm guessing it's going to be Switch oriented or Switch centered. They did say 3DS stuff as well. But yeah, this is going to be our speculation and predictions for what Nintendo may be showing this year. So first of all, I'm just going to say the obvious one, Mario Odyssey. Yeah. Definitely going to be showing that, I would imagine.
I would hope.
Yeah, I mean, just a lot more gameplay. Probably going to be on the
playable,
show
most
floor.
Likely, yeah.
Yeah. Wish we could go and play that, but
yeah, that would be nice.
Not going to be able to do that.
We'll have to wait for holiday season this year to get.
Yeah, hopefully at E3 they don't delay it. They just they maybe get an actual release date.
Well, if they want to space out the hype a little bit more, they might
need to. Yeah, well, Sonic is going to be coming out around that time too. So, but yeah, I'm hoping that they actually give us a release date. Maybe explain some of the story some more, like the hat. You know how that hat plays into it.
Yeah.
Another thing we've talked about, which again seems obvious, is the deluxe editions of games. Before the Switch was officially announced, a lot of rumors were still going around. Everybody assumed that every big Wii U game was going to be getting an advanced port or a director's cut or something. We now know that Mario Kart's getting that. Splatoon, of course, is not. That's a whole different story.
I thought it was. I thought that's what it was.
It kind of is.
I played the test fire and
it felt like it, right?
Yeah.
It maybe not officially an advanced port.
It felt like it, but I guess it's not.
Yeah, we're going to be doing a whole nother discussion on that. So if you have any comments about advanced ports versus sequels, go ahead, tell us in the comments below, because we're going to be doing a discussion on that soon. But yeah, what game do you think that they may be announcing for deluxe versions at E3?
Maybe Mario Maker.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible.
Maybe Smash 4, Pokken, Mario Tennis possibly. I don't know. I haven't heard a lot of people talk about that, but
that's actually an interesting one, really, because kind of the forgotten Wii U game because it was bad.
Yeah, and that's why they should do it. Make it better, right? Just like Mario Kart.
Yeah, I mean, remember before that, the Switch presentation earlier this year in January, everybody assumed we were going to be seeing Smash 4 Deluxe or Smash Director's Cut or whatever. A lot of rumors, and they never showed it. So I'm thinking E3 would be the time that if they are making that game, and I mean, I've seen no confirmation. I've heard rumors, but that's about it. But if they are doing that game and, adding Ice Climbers or whatever they would be doing, whatever would make it deluxe, I would say E3 would be the time to do it, right? I mean, that's.
I think my prediction is going to be we'll get at least one deluxe version confirmed at E3. They'll say at least one of them, which will possibly be one of the ones we name. Most likely, I mean, I guess it would have to be. I don't know what other games they would do for deluxe versions, but that's going to be my prediction.
Do you think it'll be Smash? Do you think the Smash has a chance? I mean, I know you're
hoping
it's not.
I think out of these, I think I would definitely say Smash. So.
It really does feel like it. I've heard people.
Yeah, I feel it's unneeded, but I mean, because it's fine. The one for the Wii U, we had plenty of DLC. It worked fine. Yeah. They did a good job balancing for the most part. So, but that's my prediction. I think they'll announce at least one, confirm one. And out of the 4 we named, I think it's probably going to be Smash.
Yeah, definitely.
That's like the next big hitter, right?
Yeah, it's funny because Mario Maker almost feels to me like the way Splatoon is, where I know a sequel or a port. I mean,
but it's kind of the newer game. Like Smash and Mario Kart are like the veterans, right? So
right.
They're going to come first. But
yeah, I guess I could see them making a brand new Mario Maker before they would do a deluxe version.
Yeah, I could see it being like
Splatoon.
Yeah.
But let's see. Virtual Console is another big one that I've heard people say, and I agree too, that before the release or before the announcement of Switch, a lot of talk about possible GameCube Virtual Console and just what's going to be on the Virtual Console for Switch. Well, it's out now. It's been out almost a month now, and no real true Virtual Console on the system. So I'm getting the feeling that they may be holding off on that until E3, which, if they are, hopefully it's going to be a big announcement.
Yeah, that would be nice. And, that would help the Switch, in my opinion, a lot. So,
yeah, I mean, that, regardless of whether it's GameCube or 64, Super Nintendo, it doesn't even matter, NES.
We just need more for the Switch. Like, I just recently beat Breath of the Wild, and I'm like, I'll probably go back in and still do some of the extra stuff, but I'm like, I kind of trying to, I really wish we had some more stuff to do on the Switch,
Oh, you got Bomberman. That's kind of not saying a whole lot.
Yeah, Bomberman is all right, but definitely not that great. So,
yeah, I mean, I was gonna say too, Virtual Console. What makes it cool for Switch is, I'm assuming you can play it portable. That's kind of the gimmick of the system. So, being able to play, let's just say for GameCube, Mario Sunshine on the go, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Luigi's Mansion, Double Dash, any of those, cool GameCube games. And even like going to 64, like Mario 64, like I know it was on DS, but I'm assuming that if it was on Switch, you're going to get a true, good graphics and stuff.
Yeah.
It would just be fun to play that on the go. Like, to me, that was one of the main appeals of Switch, was playing games on the go. And yeah, Virtual Console came to my mind. I'm like, yeah, I'd like to play some of those games on the go.
Yeah, I hadn't really thought of that, like playing those games on the go. I'm just thinking, oh, well, the Switch game, like, no, you should be able to play all the Virtual Console games. So, yeah, that'll be really nice if they talk about it.
The other thing that this is my prediction, the paid online service. Again, they announced it during the little Switch event. They didn't really give us too much details. All we know is it's going to be paid, and that was about it. Like, it's not active yet. It's going to be live in fall of this year, I believe. And yeah, any games you want to play online, you have to pay. Kind of like Sony and Microsoft. I've heard rumors about prices, like what, $15, $20, whatever. I've heard, like, oh, the games are going to be, you get like a game a month and then they take it away from you. So hopefully at E3, if they do announce it there, let's give us some details. Like,
yeah, maybe they'll even say, you know what, we decided we're not going to take the games back. You can keep them.
That would be smart. Or at least
especially if they're like
NES
games, right? I mean, come on, those games have been out for like 20 years,
Well, like we said...
Why not just let us keep... If we're still subscribed, we should be able to keep them.
Well, that's like you said, that's the way Microsoft does it for Xbox.
You can't play it if your subscription runs out, but
you lose
as long as you have it, you can play it. So.
Yeah, like if you are a subscriber for a year and you've accumulated games, but then you lose it for a month, you lose all those games, right?
Yeah. Like,
even if you resubscribe, you just don't have them anymore.
Yeah.
So it's like, Nintendo should really look at what Sony and Microsoft have done. Like I said, rumors are that the price is going to be a lot lower, so that's good. But still, I don't see why you couldn't let us keep, like an NES game, a Game Boy game,
games
or whatever.
That have been out for forever. Just simple games. Like, you get Mario 1, it's like, oh, we played it so many times, it's just whatever. Why can't we just keep it as long as we're subscribed?
Right. And getting you to subscribe, like, they want you to remain subscribed. So,
and when you think about it, like, if you bought it permanently off the eShop for like $5, but then if you continuously always subscribe back, then you're still spending money,
right?
For the most part. So why not just give give a nice little perk of, if you're a subscriber, you get to keep the games.
Definitely. And the last one that I think we have here, and this is going to encompass a lot of stuff, but the games, like brand new games. So like I said, we already have Zelda, we know Mario's coming out, we know about Splatoon 2. Other games, like, they didn't announce a new Metroid, they didn't announce Earthbound, they didn't announce F-Zero or Pokemon. Like Pikmin they kind of did, right? Like we know about Pikmin, we know Pikmin 4 at some point is coming out. But when you say that E3 is probably the time, if you're going to show off a big franchise, that's where you got to do it.
Yeah. And new IPs too. I think
that's true.
I think Reggie or someone was talking about it. I don't think it was Reggie. Someone else from Nintendo was talking about there's going to actually be some new IPs coming for the Switch. That'll be really interesting to see. ARMS is still kind of intriguing. Snipperclips seem to turn out well. So, yeah, Snipperclips actually really looks like a cool game. We don't have it, but it looks really...
Yeah, we tried the demo.
And it's really impressive, actually.
So, we were just saying that, hey, Nintendo knows, like, they can still
make new IPs. If they continue to go along those lines, then it's like they're gonna do just fine with whatever new IPs they have up their sleeve. Yeah. So I'm really interested to see returning franchises and new franchises. So,
what do you think about? Because I've heard people say this recently that Nintendo's almost focusing more on their newer IPs versus like Metroid, for example. Like again,
it does seem
fans
like it.
want Metroid.
They've kind of forgotten about the ones that made them who they are.
Yeah.
Like that's who Nintendo is all these older franchises. You know, they'll always keep Mario and they'll always keep Zelda.
Right.
But yeah, like Zelda, Kirby, I mean Donkey Kong, I mean like a lot of these games have been recent, but it's just, you know, not as much as I think
like
a lot of people would.
Don't they? Like we said, like no offense to like the Kirby games have been great, and even like Donkey Kong.
But like some of them are thrown to the
more.
3DS, like Kirby, and you know 3DS
Who
is
we just
fine.
mentioned, like you said, like
it's
kind of a weird situation.
Well, I mean, it's
there,
still kind of like yeah. But
do you think they'll show a new Metroid? I mean. When they were first doing, you know, the whole like Switch tours
sometimes
and stuff,
I don't know really how high the demand is for certain franchises. Like I would love it. I'm a huge Metroid fan. I love Metroid.
Yeah.
But I'm like, but that's me. I don't know about other people. I mean, you know, we never got it really into Star Fox or F-Zero, and those are some other ones where it's like we're not really demanding them, but other people are, and I just don't know how big the fan base is. I mean, I would like to hope that a lot of people love Metroid and would love to see it return, but I really don't know. I mean, that's, you know, I want to see it.
That's like the one I hear the most. Like when you hear fans like talking and just sending out random tweets, it's like, "Where's Metroid? Why am I not getting a new Metroid?" Because the Wii U didn't get a Metroid game. Like when was Metroid Prime 3? That was like the last one.
That was for Wii, yeah.
And that was
a while ago.
15 years ago, maybe. I mean, I don't know.
I really don't remember.
It's been a long time. Yeah.
But then the question is too: will it be a Metroid Prime game if they do it, or will it be a brand new idea, or be the 2D, or are they just going to do new Metroid and do like the new Super Mario Bros. And it's just, which actually would be kind of cool. But I think with the Switch, like, come on, you take advantage of the stuff. Like, don't just make another safe 2D going back to Super Metroid and do that style, just like New Super Mario Bros. Yeah. Actually take advantage of the system and the Switch and your little gimmicks and stuff like the Joy-Cons and all that.
And Metroid actually worked really well for that, right? Like using the Joy-Con and the HD Rumble, like I could see that.
I remember when I played Metroid Prime 3 and I actually used the Wiimote, and I like just locking on better. But I mean, I think it was just kind of weird at that time, and it was okay though. Like it didn't
do it like ARMS, you know, where it's like the weird motion and punching and I don't know.
Yeah, like it was all right, but yeah, I mean, like once again, like make a big, huge, elaborate, full game. Don't just go and play it safe and be like, we're just going to go back to what we know was successful, which was Super Metroid, and kind of emulate that. Like, it would be cool. I love Super Metroid. That was a great game, but I like new stuff. I like new ideas for these older franchises. Yeah. So even if they do bring Metroid Prime, still will be cool. Yeah. Still just, you know, taking what they did, but I love Metroid Prime, and it was a big, you know, a huge game.
They've had time to think about this. Like, there's been a lot of time between Metroid games, so I think it's time for them to now do something, you know, like this would be the big announcement, or this would be like something pretty newsworthy if they did a new Metroid game. Yeah, fans want it. Nintendo, I believe, can still make those games. I think
I would kind of like to see a brand new take. Like I was saying, I would like to see brand new idea for Metroid, just like kind of like what they did with Breath of the Wild, even though it's still still Zelda.
Like, an open world. Like, would you like to see an open world? I think would that feel like it's
I think it would work, but I just wonder if they would go back to like the first person perspective, if they would do like Other M and do third person, or do the side to side, or you know, whatever, the 2D stuff like Super Metroid, or just, I don't know, take one of those styles and do a brand new idea for it. I really don't know, but I'd like to see Metroid come back regardless. So.
Another one that people have talked about a lot, and we actually did a discussion a while back on it, is Pokemon Stars, which would basically be that third game to Pokemon Sun and Moon.
It's like Emerald, Crystal, Platinum.
Yeah. There was a lot of rumors about it. Even something more recently where they said what do they call Pokemon Company, or is that what it's called? They were like, it was like an ad, or looking for people to work on it. Said, it's a well-known RPG that, you know, known worldwide, and looking for people to work on it. It's going to be for our next for our console or for Switch. So I don't know, again, like if they're just hiring people to do that. I'm not sure how far into development they are, but if they're planning it, some sort of Pokemon game for Switch, even if you can't show gameplay, I think it'd be cool to at least tell us about it. Like, announce it.
Say it's coming to a console, the Switch, and
coming 2018
obviously,
or something.
The best part will be you can still play it handheld. Exactly, so I think it's just a no-brainer. It really is.
Yeah.
If they're gonna do Pokemon Stars and have it kind of the format like they did Emerald and Crystal and stuff, don't do it on the 3DS. Just do it for the Switch. Like, that would just be a much better idea, and just really show that, look, this is truly a handheld and at-home console hybrid. It really is. So that's why we're putting games like this on here, because Pokemon is a good game on the go. So.
To me, Pokemon actually really works well for what Switch is, because I could see playing it tabletop mode, showing people, letting people watch. I could see playing it at home.
With a Joy-Con too.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Too,
like it's simple enough. I don't know. You wouldn't really have to. It's not like a multiplayer game, so it's not like you have to do it. Yeah. But I just mean it's a simple enough game that if that's all you had, or just you like the Joy-Cons, you could do it. I mean, it's a simple enough game. You don't need too many buttons. So,
do you think that if they announce a Pokemon game for Switch, would it be Stars, like whatever they're going to call it? I don't know if they'd call it Pokemon
Maybe
Stars
they
or not,
would do
or would
that
it be a
first,
new one?
because that'd probably be a lot easier to make. They already have the region, they have the Pokemon. They wouldn't have to come up with new ideas.
Introducing you to it, kind of.
Yeah, and then they could have it come out sooner. You know what I mean? Like, because if not, it would probably not be at this E3. They probably wouldn't talk about it if it was a brand new game. And also just to kind of test and say, how do people like this idea? Do you like it on the Switch?
Yeah, are you okay playing it on the 3DS?
I mean, console? It still is a handheld. Yeah. You just don't get the double screen, which you don't really need it. Like Ruby Sapphire, Red Blue. Yeah. They didn't have it. They didn't have the dual. They were on the Game Boy Advance and Game Boy Color and stuff. So you don't need to have that dual screen. That was just extra, like Pokemon Sun and Moon and like Platinum, or Ruby, or not Ruby Sapphire, Diamond and Pearl. Like those games that were on the DS. It was just kind of like, you can touch the screen to do the attacks, or you can just use the D. Like, I hardly ever did it. They had a little bit of mini games in there that you used the stylus, but it's not needed. So I think they could easily get away with having Pokemon Stars on the Switch.
How would you feel if they did announce a Pokemon game for Switch, but it wasn't a traditional Pokemon game? It was like a Coliseum, or it was like that. What's it called? Like the
I would be
Ranger
open to a
or something like that. They had some
idea.
remember some weird Pokemon games they've had recently.
Yeah, I mean, I would be open to a brand new idea. I mean,
I still want to see a traditional, like the RPG standard Pokemon game on a system like this. I think
I've always wanted to play it, and like I said, you can play it on the TV, or you can play it if you're more comfortable playing it handheld. They're just you're going to go somewhere, so it's just giving the options. But I've always wanted to play Pokemon on an actual console, have it come out, and I know they've had like Coliseum, I think, had a story mode and stuff, so they've kind of done similar things, but I mean, like a true Pokemon game.
I think if they ended up doing one of those weird, just something different, like I said, maybe not even like a Coliseum, like just something kind of gimmicky, I think people are going to see it like a Federation Force. Like, you knew what we wanted, and you didn't give it to us. So I would say it's time for Nintendo to not do that stuff anymore. Give us what we want.
I mean, I'm open to new ideas, and it always is a risk, and I give Nintendo credit when they do take risks. And not just play it safe all the time, but like I said, I'm always open to new ideas. When I heard that they're planning a lot of new IPs, I'm like, perfect. That's what I wanted to see. That's one of the things I really felt Nintendo needed to do for the Switch, and also take advantage of their gimmicks, which I think they said they were going to do that as well.
Really
it's like, hey, I should work at Nintendo, right?
They're listening to us, right?
Yeah, they watched it, but yeah, I mean, I'm open to new ideas. If they do Pokemon or a new Metroid or something, and they don't do like in previous games, and they have a brand new concept for these older franchises, cool with it. I'm open to the idea. It may not be successful, but I'm fine with it.
So you're not like some fans who just revolt, or when they see that it's not exactly.
I mean, hey,
what
Pokemon was a new idea. It was Pokemon. And it was okay for what it was. It wasn't great.
Maybe that'll be the Pokemon game we get, right? That kind of hybrid.
Maybe, yeah.
How about, and we'll just go over these two briefly, but Earthbound is a series, Earthbound or Mother. I'm not sure whether Mother is
I wonder how much
Japan.
of a high demand for a new Earthbound. Like, I hear people wanting Mother 3, but I don't know. I played a little bit once. I think it's like an RPG. I haven't played a whole lot, though, for Earthbound, so I really don't know.
Yeah, one of those fan favorites that we just
I've been curious about a lot of those games, like the early ones, where we never really quite got into them, like a Star Fox or F-Zero or Earthbound. Yeah. But, I'd be curious now to see what they could do with it, but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder if they would do Mother 3, like, that. What system was it on? Super Nintendo, I want to say?
I think so.
I don't remember. I know people always want them to port it over. Like, I wonder if fans would rather have that or have a brand new one, new Earthbound game. The other one too is Pikmin. Now they've actually announced it, I believe, like Miyamoto had actually confirmed that they are working on it. I could see them showing that. It's supposed to be like that new take on the
And didn't
series.
they say they were like rebooting it and they were going to be doing a brand new? But they're also doing that 3DS one, which is like the 2D one, and like that actually looked pretty cool.
They'll probably be showing that because
that looked like I just remember seeing like a couple things from it. And I'm like, that actually is pretty cool. That's what I like to see. Like I said, you're used to the open world Pikmin where you move all around and you have that, you know what Pikmin is.
Yeah.
And then you get this take on it and you're like, well, it's different, but it's kind of cool.
You see the similarities.
I still see the Pikmin, the red, blue, yellow. Olimar, I believe, is who they had, who you were being. And it's like, hey, it's cool. I get the characters and stuff I remember, but it's a brand new idea on this franchise. So... yeah, I mean, I just love new ideas. I think that's the way to go going forward for Nintendo.
Definitely. I'm sure there's going to be some third-party games, so we're kind of going for the bigger predictions and speculation on it. But I would say that pretty much covers it. Any other things that you come to your mind?
No, not really. I think we pretty much hit on everything. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the only other thing I would say is, like, let's say for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, like, maybe DLC if they're planning it. There's been some speculation that this may not be that definitive version. There may still be more DLC. I think we even talked about it.
They better not have DLC for that game.
I mean, yeah, who knows at this point? I'm sure they'll show that.
I wouldn't be surprised, but I really just don't want to see it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. We'll see.
But yeah, I'd have to say that pretty much covers it. Again, there's going to be a lot more stuff people can speculate
on. I'll say
on.
real quick that the main thing that I'm looking forward to seeing at E3 this year for Nintendo is going to be the games. I think that is, out of all the things we talked about and named, it's going to be what games are you bringing to the Switch? What games can I expect to be playing in the future for the Switch? That's going to be the main thing I'm paying attention to.
Yeah, the one thing, the closing remark for me would just be, I want to see Nintendo make some news, like really bring it. No more, like hyping us up and then not delivering. I know you're not always going to please everybody, but let's make some news here. Like I said, like a Metroid game. Let's do it. Let's just go for it. Let's show a brand new Metroid. Let's people want Mother 3, go for that. Melee HD. Just something. Make some news. Don't just always play it safe and don't
make it something to remember.
Exactly.
Pretty much what we're both saying. Make this E3 something to remember. And be like, you want to know what I remember from this E3? What Nintendo did.
Yeah, always say the E3 2017.
I want Nintendo to win E3 this year.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, go for the win. Like that's probably the best way to put it. Like,
and they could easily take it. But
they have all the hype going into it. Like I know Microsoft's going to show off Scorpio, and PlayStation is always going to have a good showing no matter what they do.
They're probably going to show like the new God of War they had, and probably some of the other stuff. So
Twisted Metal, maybe no.
I wish
maybe
that'd be nice.
That's what we're hoping for.
Yeah.
But yeah, like Nintendo's always content just saying, you know what, we're kind of there, we're kind of showing stuff. Let's make some news this year. That's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah, because they don't want to compete with Xbox and PlayStation. They're like, we're our own thing. It doesn't matter. We don't have to, come out and do whatever and compete with them. So
they're just content, They're like,
exactly.
We're okay. We're good over here. Just showing a little bit of Zelda.
Yeah, they're like, don't include us in whatever you guys are doing. We're doing our own thing.
But yeah, that's covers it for us. I'm curious what everybody else has to say about it. So please share your comments in the comment section below. Let us know what do you predict Nintendo's going to do? What do you want to see them do or show? Don't play it safe. Pick like an outrageous prediction. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Let us know. If you enjoyed the video, please leave us a like. If you want to see more from us, go ahead and subscribe. But yeah, that's going to do it for us, and we'll see you guys later.
See ya.